going on, guys? Wanted to drop a video today in the Appliance Flippers United group. There was a question posted that I saw this morning, and wanted to throw my 2 cents in and pretty much, help out. So I started where I lived. When I first started, I lived in an apartment. I did not have a place to store any of my appliances, so I ended up renting a garage. So for you guys that are working out of a garage, I have a few tips on how you can get started and work your way up to getting a place where you can test out your washers and dryers a bit easier. The first bit of advice I would give you, if you're becoming a flipper, go for refrigerators. Now, when I say to go for refrigerators, you can pick up a working refrigerator for cheap and flip it, or you could go around and pick up refrigerators that aren't working. A lot of the times, you can get lucky, and it'll be an easy non-sealed system fix, especially on top freezer, bottom refrigerator. You can get lucky on those a lot, and maybe it's just the contactor for the compressor, or the fan in the freezer isn't working, or it's a timer, a defrost timer, or it's the defrost element. Easy stuff to fix. Maybe I'll start posting videos on how to repair these things. Maybe I won't, maybe I will. So that's one way that you can start to get your money up faster so that you can afford a place. Now, if you just insist on wanting to do washers and dryers, let's start off with washers because they're just a little bit, let's start off with dryers. They're a little bit more easier. So a dryer, you can pretty much diagnose a dryer without plugging it in. All you're going to want to do is check that your thermal fuses, and these are basic dryers. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to check your thermal fuses, make sure they're okay. If any of those are popped, that's a problem. You can take it apart. You can see if a belt's broken. You can check the heating element. And there are ways that you can check the timer. The only thing with those, when I was flipping without a 240 volt plug, is sometimes you cannot test to see if the centrifugal switch is going off. So that is one part. I have a video that shows you how to test that with 120 volts, but it's kind of shaky. With washers, that's a little bit more complicated. You can put water in manually with buckets, and start it that way. And, you can make sure it drains and stuff like that. That's one possible way. You won't really be able to test if the water inlet valves work. You can check to see if there's continuity and stuff like that. There's ways you can check it. Another way is if you want to cart it to somewhere that has a hose, you just plug one side with something so that the water doesn't come out of the other side of the inlet water valve, and you hook up your hose to an outside spigot in your yard or something like that, and run it through a cycle that way. Now, those are just a few quick tips on how you can do that, but I will be posting videos later throughout this month and stuff like that to show you and demonstrate some of these things that I'm talking about. So, all right, guys.